PA006, Global Healthcare Issues Summative Assessment NURS 5050, Policy and Advocacy for Improving Population Health. PA006, Summative Assessment, Overview. For this performance task assessment, you will select a global health issue that is addressed by policy at the national federal level for both the United States and one additional country, and compare them using a comparison matrix. You will also develop a plan for positive social change on how to incorporate a global health perspective or lens into your role as a nurse. Your response to this assessment should reflect the criteria provided in the rubric. Adhere to the required assignment length. This assessment requires submission of 2 files, a completed global health comparison matrix, and a completed plan for positive social change. Save these files as PA006 matrix, first initial last name, and PA006 plan, first initial last name. You may submit a draft of your assignment to the Turnitin draft check area to check for authenticity. When you are ready to upload your completed assessment, use the Assessment tab on the top navigation menu. Note: for students in nursing education, executive nursing, or nursing informatics, this assessment is a portfolio assessment in your program. You will have 1 portfolio assessment in each of your courses. You will need to save these assessments for inclusion in your portfolio that you will submit in your capstone course. Instructions: access the following to complete this assessment: Global Health Comparison Matrix. Before submitting your assessment, carefully review the rubric. This is the same rubric the assessor will use to evaluate your submission, and it provides detailed criteria describing how to achieve or master the competency. Many students find that understanding the requirements of the assessment and the rubric criteria help them direct their focus and use their time most productively. Important information on interpreting the assessment rubric. Important note: as a student taking this competency, you agree that you may be required to submit your assessment for textual similarity review to Turnitin.com for the detection of plagiarism. All submitted assessment materials will be included as source documents in the Turnitin.com reference database solely for the purpose of detecting plagiarism of such materials. Use of the Turnitin.com service is subject to the usage policy posted on the Turnitin.com site. Click each of the items below to review the requirements of this assessment. Part 1. Global Health Comparison Matrix. Compare the national federal healthcare policy you selected in both the United States and in one additional country. Address the following in the Global Health Comparison Matrix. Describe the global health issue you selected. Describe the policy in each country related to the selected global health issue. Explain the strengths and weaknesses of each policy. Explain how the social determinants of health may impact the global health issue you selected. Be specific and provide examples. Analyze how each country's government addressed cost, quality, and access related to the global health issue selected. Explain how the health policy you selected might impact the global population. Be specific and provide examples. Explain how the health policy you selected might impact the role of the nurse as an advocate in each country. Explain how global health issues impact local health organizations and policies in both countries. Be specific and provide examples. Part 2. A plan for positive social change. Reflecting on the global health policy comparison and analysis you conducted in Part 1, develop a 1-page plan for social change in which you address the following. Explain how you would advocate for the incorporation of a global perspective or lens into your local practice and role as a nurse leader. Explain how the incorporation of a global perspective or lens might impact your local practice and role as a nurse leader. Explain how the incorporation of a global perspective or lens into your local practice as a nurse leader represents and contributes to positive social change. Be specific and provide examples. Please contact Nursing Assignments Pro for help with PA006, Global Healthcare Issues Summative Assessment NURS 5050, Policy and Advocacy for Improving Population Health, or any other assignment. Email: nursingassignmentsprofessor@gmail.com.